Share it across. Right. Hiya, Penny. Hiya, Sandra. Thanks for joining. So tonight I'm going to do some portraits, then I'll move on to pass some messages across from spirit or guidance. Hiya, Chloe. Hiya, Elaine. Hiya, Joanne. Hiya, Pippa. Hiya, Grace. Hiya, Karen. Hope everyone's had a good week and got some nice things planned this weekend. Hiya, Loretta. I know we've still got sort of got locked down, but I guess we can sort of see family and things now. So I hope a few of you are doing some nice things. Right. Hiya, Pam. Hiya, Brittany. I will give it a moment to let a few more join. Hiya, Francesca. Hiya, Tina. I know I've had a couple of inquiries asking me how do people know when I'm online, which I have just found out. If you go to the videos tab on my page, you can go to the videos tab, and at the top there's a notification link. If you hit that, you can click yes to all notifications. Then you will get the notification as soon as I do go live, if that helps anyone. Okay. Hiya, Tina. Hiya, Grace. Hiya, Katie. Hiya, Valerie. Hiya, Rachel. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Chloe. Hiya, Joe. Hiya, Lorraine. Hiya, Anita. Quiet one with Jack Daniels. That's one drink I can't drink. Hiya, Claire. Hiya, Sue. Hi, Geraldine. I'm good, thank you. Want to watch my footy is back too. You want your phone and the TV on with football, and then have me on the phone then, Geraldine. Hiya, Lorraine. Hiya, Jem. Okay. And so what I'm going to do tonight is some spirit portraits, then I'll move on to some free messages. I just said to the others that have joined to start with. But I do want to say thank you. I don't know who, but someone did send me some sketch pencils, 3 packs of them in the post. So I really, really appreciate that they put a kind note in, but didn't tell me who they were from. So if it is one of you that's online, I just want to say thank you. It meant a lot. It was really, really nice to receive as a surprise. So thank you. Hiya, Shelley. Hiya, Adele. Hiya, Emma. Hiya, Wendy. As far as I've said, I'm going to start with some portraits, spirit portraits. So in a minute, if you want to try and send your spirits through to me and just put a yes, please, and we'll go from there. So I'll just bring a few spirit portraits through and then do a few messages. Okay. I've got spirits starting to line up by the side of me. Okay. Hiya, Jane. Hiya, Tara. Hiya, Melissa. Hi, Sue. Hi, Tracy. Let's get this ready. Right, let's go. For anything that's new that's watching, when I do the spirit portraits, I do go quiet. It's not me that draws spirit, step and share my energy. So they basically borrow me and they do the sketching. So I really do go quiet. I know it's like a little family on here, so a lot of them do chat among themselves. Let me start, okay? Right, point it down so you can see what I'm doing. Right, okay. Here we go. Here's the first. So if anyone recognises, do tell us a yes, please. Oh, sorry, a yes. Who do you think it was, or do please message me afterwards. He seemed to spend ages on his eyes. It was like he was two minds whether to use his whether to put glasses on himself or not. Do you feel it was a grandfather for someone, and it's something to do with the heart? Okay, with regard to him, would have gone from. Sort of proper pencil. Already there we go. I'll look at the comments in one sec. Let's see, what date was it today? 19th. We do messages after the portraits. Okay, so if anyone recognises that was the first that has come through, I do feel it is a grandfather, and that is if he actually arrived prior to me even asking for anyone to put a yes please to a message. So it would have been someone that was online right sort of at the beginning. He's also handed me flowers, so I know it's someone's birthday coming up with regards to him, and it's like he wants the flowers handing on, but I do feel the flowers need to go to whoever's watching to be passed on to maybe mother, okay, rather than person that's watching's birthday, okay. So it's been quite a good day, thank you, Janice. That was the first, okay. So if anyone does recognise, do drop me a message. I will post them up afterwards anyway, and then try and pass the message through from the spirits, okay. Right. So if anyone's after a spirit or a loved one coming through for them, do yes, please, and try and push them towards me. My daughter's birthday's coming this week. Jay. Okay, Barkley. Jay, does the gentleman here look familiar to you? Okay, in a way that he'd be wanting to send flowers through to loved ones? Okay, I did feel like they were for a mother. Okay, so in which case, it would be their daughter. I don't know whether that helps or you recognise at all, Jay. Do just drop us a message afterwards and I'll move on and bring the next through. Move on. So he looks like your grand's party. Okay. I was drawn to you. I was about to start drawing, Jane, and I looked up and saw your message, which is the way that he does. Okay, drop me a message afterwards, then I'll try and pass a private message through to you, okay, which I believe is this message for you and to be passed on. Okay, Jane, so do please drop us a message. Right, I'm putting your name at the bottom anyway. It definitely would be, because as I've just read your message about he didn't have any kids. As far as he was concerned, you were kids, even though it wasn't a bloodline. It was like kids. You were his family, direct family. Okay. So do drop us a message. Okay, thank you. All right. Let's move on then. Let's bring another one through. So it's nice the screen gone right. Mum, anyone recognises, do tell me or drop me a message. Just write that. 19. Okay, this particular lady, it's as if I know her energy has been around, but she decided to step forward. Okay, so it is someone, one of the regular ones that watch. Like she was pushed to the front. There was like two or three of them that were in a group that could have come. And it was like she was pushed more to the front. I believe the one with her, I've got a mother and aunt and a grandmother all together as the three. I know that someone's been asking for that mix of people to come through, a mother, an aunt, and a grandmother. But I feel like this may have even been more the aunt than mother, but I could be wrong on that. It depends on whether there's more than one person watching. So let's go with a. Then I will. If anyone does recognise, I'll post them up afterwards anyway, and go from there. And then I'll pass a private message on. Okay. I do struggle with getting names when I'm doing the portraits because when I'm doing that, I have to step back. Spirit come and draw themselves. It's not me drawing them. So if I start trying to communicate as they're drawing, it just drops their connection to being able to draw a line. So it's something they have to give me afterwards. They are aware that I'm moving on one to another because that way I can bring more through and then move to private messages. Okay. More to the key is whether they're recognisable to you or not. Okay. Right. Okay. So yeah, it's very much different from doing readings when they're coming through to share my energy. Okay. Let's go again. So do try and send spirit towards me. Hiya, Sam. Just very quickly, Paul, as I just saw your name, a lady has stepped close because if she doesn't want to be drawn. Um, so if you do hang around, I'll try and bring her back through us after I've done a couple more portraits. I'm going to go on to messages. So if she doesn't want to be drawn, then I'm happy to pass the message on from her afterwards. Okay. Come on, then, right. Let's go again. It's sketched a lot quicker, right? I know that doesn't. I feel that it was a lady that would buy me, not a male. Okay, and I did have breathing difficulties. She was sharing the energy. So I'm trying to put sort of an age. I feel she looked older than she was. So I'd go as like late 50s, 60s. There was an underlying illness to do with the breathing, but the shallow breath is the main bit with her. She always happy though. She never moaned. I don't know. I'm getting a V to do with this lady. Letter V. Well, she would have worn, although she was in a lot of pain, she would have loved each day. Definitely, because she showed me a V. So I don't know whether that's her name or relation to who she's trying to speak with. She's showing me a V. The second pick, I've got to be honest, I can't. I don't want to age her at the minute. I need to try and bring her back closer. She's not with me at the moment. I had to do that because she's waiting for them to come on. But I was trying to put my age, an age on it myself. I hope she had a good life. I did feel that when I was drawing her. Um, So I'd said into the 70s, if not a little bit older, but she'd been quite, she looked after herself. Bring another portrait. So let's see if we can even it out and get a male step forward. So if you want to try and push a male towards me in spirit, please do. But one second, I'm going to write that down because she's shouting out to me, V. The charcoal, right. Right, and let's go with this. There we go. Hey, Simpson wants to draw Yvonne with charcoal opposed to pencil. He's drawing a completely different way to the others. His eyes, I never thought would end up looking like eyes. The way he drew, kind of with them, it's not showing up the clearest because it's. Would you like me to move on to readings, or would you like me to bring more portrait through? Thank you, April. Very quickly, Yvonne. Liam's glad that you're a little bit happier today, if that makes sense to you. He's just asking me to tell you that. As if he's been doing something with cutlery or spoons. He had something in the kitchen to make a noise. Just what he's saying, and he thinks it's funny. So we'll go with one more. We'll go one more portrait and then I'll move on to the readings. Right. That one should work. What's this one I've got here? And come on that one. Go one more. I've got a female that's asking through, so I'll see what she's asking. Right. Right. I will move on to readings after this one, but she's wanted to come through. It's like she's been wanting to. I didn't feel like she'd have been not necessarily been able to draw or anything while she was alive, but she thought she'd do her best. Okay. Um, Picking up the name Sarah, or I did, as I just step back and just getting the name Sarah. I believe it would have been her name, rather than who the message is for. 19th. Right then. Right. You just put these away. HP, that's that. 12B for that. That's charcoal. 7. So we'll post these up afterwards anyway. These out of the way. What I just need to do is now wash my hands briefly before I do the reading for you. Give me a second. That's filthy on the pencil. Right. Out of the way. 100% equal grizzly. Have you got to see the little one now, Yvonne? We'll do the readings in 1 second. He was. Well, I'm sure he'll still be helping. Yvonne, but yeah, he wouldn't have his stuff just got. He wouldn't have it any other way. Okay. Um, as if you and April will spoil him, is what I'm getting as well. Right, give me 1 second. I'm just going to wash my hands, then I'll come back to the readings. Right. Here we go. That's a bit cleaner, right then. So I'll move on to some readings for you. So I've got some oracle cards by me, so I can give guidance. I've also got a deck that's to do with spiritual development or psychic development. So if anyone's after a development reading, just type development. Okay. I can do love and I can just do general guidance, and I'll also bring spirit through. If someone does want some guidance to start with, if you want, I'll pick on one of those first, just while I switch energies to the reading energy that I need to bring spirit through. If anyone's after any type of guidance, just put guidance, please, and I'll go to that first. Joy will be spoiled. Guidance, please. Elaine Simpson. Right, Elaine Simpson. That's typically the way, as I said, that's then tune in. Elaine Simpson, as I've just gone to pick the cards up, I've got a gentleman that stood by me. The energy that's coming across is like a grandfatherly energy. As if you do need some guidance around you at the minute. He says, just know that you're strong enough. It's like you need strength at the minute. If that makes sense to you. He's saying you need strength. And you have got it. You've always had the strength whenever you've needed. Okay? Staying with it, he's done guide with this as well. Wait, please, thank you. Right, so the guidance, right. As if you're trying to serve too many people or trying to keep too many people happy around you at the minute. Okay. And you don't know how to say no particularly well. But you've got to be standing tall, maintaining your dignity, no matter what others may think, and follow what you need to do. Sometimes you just say no, say it sort of calmly. Say, no, I can't. You don't have to explain. Say no. You don't have to serve and work as hard as you are trying to please everyone. It can pull you in two different directions, which is not what you want. Okay. And it's like you need to try and avoid some drama that's around you at present. And you're being advised to more stay in the background. Don't speak out. Don't push your opinion on others. Let go of the need to be right. Okay? Allow a natural course of events to unfold. Okay. Because although you can often provide the leadership, what I'm being given is you need to try and do it in a caring way. You don't actually need to speak out. People will generally follow what you're doing anyway. Just step back a little bit, face the problems head on, but be sensitive, okay, to others' feelings. But you have got the courage and the strength, like I said to start with, to emerge victorious. Okay. It's like you're too close to whatever situation's around you at present. You just need to step back a little bit, see the bigger picture. Okay. Go on, give me that again, please. So sometimes you've been through things like this before. Sometimes you get too close to it. Step back, see it clearer, and look after yourself. Not work on yourself, but give yourself some time, some relaxing time. Okay, but you are going to need to be forgiving or compassionate at the moment, and let that be top of your priority. Okay? But it's time to sort of strike out and lead others and yourself forward in the direction you need to go. Okay, so I hope that helped you there. Sharon Slater. Sharon Slater. So development. I've got energies coming around me, Sharon, which is more like not like a loved one in spirit. It's more like guides. I do believe they'd have been a relative of yours, but if you're going back like grandmother, great grandmother, time that are around you, looking after you. Well, you need to trust more. Okay? trust what you're giving. You get more than you realise, and you'll use it for other people, but not for yourself. Sharon, do you see a lot of numbers? So I'm just being shown numbers. If you're meant to be looking up the numbers, whether that's looking at the same time, it doesn't necessarily be on a daily basis, but numbers, as if you're being given numbers and you're not looking them up. And does that make sense to you, Sharon Slater, with regard to numbers? Because if you're not spotting them, you need to try and be a little bit more aware of them. So even if you're watching things on the telly or online and there's numbers that are coming up, they're being significant, and you need to look them up. But sometimes you don't. They're saying, but always look at the same place. This is now personally me. I'm not being told for you. But if you're going to look them up, always look them up online on the same place. And sacred scribes, spirit will know exactly where you're going to be looking. So look them up. Look up the numbers on one dedicated site and one dedicated book all the time, and their great meanings will be coming out for you. Your sacral chakra. Okay. You need to respect that you're sensitive. Okay. You do pick up others' energies. So if you're around negative energies, you will sort of absorb it. Okay. So just avoid harsh items, situations, and relationships. Okay? And you need to protect yourself from those fear-based energies. It's more your fear that then makes you absorb them. So you need to let go of all fear. Envisage yourself being cocooned by light, okay, effectively. And also, you've got a very strong bond with nature. Nature will work with you. Okay, you've got to drop your nerves. You're quite nervous. Okay, Sharon, you're nervous. Um, so put your entire intention on whatever you're trying to achieve. Okay, and try and answer a question. How are you going to make the world a better place? If you do that, it won't let you down. And also, you'll have the law of attraction working on your side, bringing you whatever you need towards you. Okay? You are a powerful light worker. Okay? That has come out on the cards as well as what I'm being told. It's safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings and loving service to the divine. I don't know whether you're already working as a healer or something, but I'm being shown energy out of the hands. Okay? But the law of attraction will really work for you, but you've got to remain positive in thought. Okay? Relationships and activities you once enjoyed are now changing. You're becoming more sensitive and aware of energies. So use that in your favor. Okay? You also will get a lot of messages coming through direct into your ear. It's not like listening or hearing a person speak. Just accept when it's there, and it's as if you've had a memory of a conversation. Use that in the information to your best ability. Okay. Notice messages that appear also in music. Okay, and words of adverts that might be strange as you get part of a message before whatever you're trying to watch. They're all very significant. As spirit are influencing external sources to give you messages as well into your mind. These messages are real. They're answers to your prayers. So just like listen for the secret, like a secret code, if you like. You have done this before in previous life. Okay? So just try and ask for guidance from above for you to remember that. Okay, and bring back some of those memories to you. Can I ask, this sounds strange, Sharon? Are you a vegetarian or a vegan? I'm picking up an issue with energy. Does that make sense? Are you a vegetarian or vegan, Sharon? Just wait for the reply then. Okay. It's like you need to supplement because you are. It's like you've not got all the energy that you need. It can drain you. Um, they're not giving me what the answer is, but I can't put it any other way. I'm just being shown a cow, but it's like in the cow, it was like I've got a cross over it for you, and it's affecting your energy. So it's like while you're developing, etc., you are going to burn more energy. So you need to be having some sort of supplement, is what I'm being given in order to raise your energy. Crystals could be a way for you. But They're not literally giving the answer. Just be aware of the energy issue, Sharon, so that you can look into it. Okay. They're not trying to advise you to eat meat. They're just showing that was the way they knew symbolically. I would pick that up. Okay. But it's just like it'll drain you while you're trying to develop. So you've got to try and take some sort of supplement. I believe it's type protein, but I don't. You'll know more than I do on that. On how to increase the energy. It's just to be aware of. Okay. Crystals will aid you greatly. Right, and I hope that's helped you. Right. Hey, Stevens, I'm coming to you next, but I've got a grandmother figure that's by the side of me. I know you've put development there, but she's saying she's really proud of you and she loves you. Okay? She wants you to send love to the family, but she also says that you do see her about, you sense her about. And Dave, you need to be aware of that. She wants to help you. Okay? She's telling me you don't practice enough, Jade. But you're also like an empath, and you need to be aware of other people's energies. Surround yourself by positive, okay, energies, Jade. That will help you. But again, you've got fear, and it's let go of the fear. Okay. Okay, one sec. Tell me to tell you that this is me now, rather than the message from spirit. But telling me to tell you, you've got no fear, Jade. Okay. When you've got no fear, nothing can harm you. It's only if anything can influence your fear or your mind that anything can really do cause any problems. So as long as you don't fear, nothing negative can actually happen. Okay, so just be positive. Don't fear. Let go of that. Okay. Also, you've got some negative behaviours around you. Okay, that are blocking you from blocking your heart. So you do need to speak out. Okay? And it's as if you can ask Raphael to try and heal there. You go around in cycles. There's a lot of books I see around you at the minute, or you're trying to learn. Okay, do accept whatever you read. You have got a strong manifesting power. So use your gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. The only reason sometimes it doesn't work, the only reason it doesn't sometimes work for you is you don't have full belief or faith. So you've just got to be positive, and it will come around. Whatever you're after will come around. But you've got a lot of ascended masters also around you, grandmother, and she's telling me off to call him man. Okay, around you. They're powerful, they're loving, and they're wise, and they're trying to teach you. They're watching over and guiding you. So you just must trust your instincts. Okay? Flags. Listen to the red flags of caution as well. Don't let your mind take over. So listen to your the red flags. It's safe for you to see the energy of love in all its forms. You do have good visions coming into your third eye, but you must use it. Also, your grandmother figure is trying to tell me that you need to know that your parents love you. They always did their best for you, to the best of their ability. Okay. And sometimes you may not have seen that or thought that there was a love going to others in a different way. But they really do love you. Okay. And they love you internally, and you must know that. But you can attract and manifest anything that you want to. Okay. Likewise, as well as your third eye, you've got a lot of information coming into your crown, okay, your crown chakra. And they're messages from the divine. They're sending answers to what you're asking. So just listen to that. So you have got vision, you've got your third eye, and you've got your crown bringing the information to you. So just use those, okay? We move on. Okay. Is there a Miranda online? So the lady that's just stepped forward, did she just ask for Miranda? I haven't been looking at the comments, so I don't know. Is there a Miranda online? Just give it a moment, otherwise I'll move on. Okay, well I know I've got a mother and a father is what I'm being told now from Miranda. If I know she sometimes watches. Move on from them. Okay, pass that out. I'll make a note of that and I'll try and pass on afterwards. Look back at the screen then. Okay. Grace. Grace. Is Grace online? Okay, funny enough, your comments now just come up. Yes, please, Mum and Dad. Prior to me reading that, Grace, I've got Grace Wilson. I've got Dad to step forward first. Okay. He first of all wants to say sorry to you. He's like you've been wanting him and Mum. Okay, it's like you've been wanting them to come through. Saying there's been other people that are more important recently, but they're here now. Okay, and they love you. They're really proud of you. You've been doing a lot of good work for others. They're telling me, Grace. Oh, he's telling me. But they're together. Okay, Grace, mother, she's talking to me now. Is there some sort of weight or something over your shoulders to do with Mum passing? Okay, it's as if she's saying you've got to let go of that. Okay, it's like when you remember her, sometimes you can remember towards the end. She's saying, "I remember the good times, Grace." Okay, because they miss you too. They're always around you. Okay, they do say your mum's saying you do see them. You always see it. You see a lot of things they're saying. She's saying, but you always see two shadows, the heads of the shadows moving across. Okay, I believe you see them in your living room. Okay, you especially see them when you've had a drink. She's telling me. Okay, you see them when you've had a drink, especially, and it is you see the two of them together because one shadow's taller than the other. You've got the two heads and you see the shoulders. And there's nothing to worry about with the shadow. It is them. They're saying you don't realise the amount of energy it needs to form properly, and they know that you've been asking. And they've been tapping and banging around you as well, and like making the doors move. But Dad's had fun, I believe, to do with pictures because he's showing me as if he's knocked more than one picture. So whatever's on the wall, it's like you might have to have straightened them. Okay, it's like he's been enjoying making them so they're not straight. Moving them. Does that make sense to you, Grace? He thinks it's really funny. So he'd always like to mess about. I'm getting, but Mum would always tell him off. Okay, that's what they're doing. They're always around you. To say you don't need to worry, and they do communicate with you, especially in your dreams. 311 and 411. Does that mean something to you, Grace? Because Mum's saying about 311 and 411. Tell them whether that's times that you wake up or you see on the clock. 311 and 411. I believe there may be some sort of message in those numbers as well for you, Grace. 311, 411. But I do pick up there might be someone new you're talking to, someone new, seeming to be a friend. Okay? They're not through here. It's like you've met someone not through here. It's not through the page. They're saying you've met someone or talking to someone, but they're not necessarily being true. They're not taking. You're trying to be helpful and you're giving as much. You wake up at that time. Look at those times then, Grace, and it's got a meaning to you. 311 and 411. Okay. But you've got someone around you at the minute that you've started talking to. Like I'm just seeing typing. Just me aware that they're. It's like you're having trouble reading for them. You've been trying to read for them, Grace, but you're having trouble. But it's because they're not telling you the truth on exactly who they are or something. It's like you don't know them. So just be very aware. And it's not to do with what you'd messaged yesterday. It's just to be aware. Does that make sense to you, Grace? And after you've spoken to them, you always feel tired as if they take your energy. And that's how you know who I'm referring to, is what I'm being given. Dad and Mum's adamant on this, Grace. Does it make sense to you about someone you're trying to read for or something, Grace, that they're taking energy from you? So they're still by me. They just want you to note and to agree, like notice what they're saying. They're saying they miss you, but they don't miss you because they're always around you, but they miss being able to communicate with you. Okay? It's like they were trying to give you a warning. Okay, it could be that then, Grace, but it's like you must still be speaking to them. It's like you have tried to do a reading, but you're finding it very difficult to do a reading because you're not. When you're trying to connect, it's like there's no one actually to connect to in that way. They're not the true person they're pretending to be. It's like even the pictures. There's no pictures of them really. It's just like they're blank. They're just be careful. There's like an ulterior motive. Okay, there is a link to something that's going on around you, and you just need to be careful. It's just be aware. If you get a feeling of not to do something where it's hard to read, just get back to saying, because that's a true sign that it's not someone that you should be trying to help. Okay, they're saying they love you dearly. Dad's been doing the pictures. Mum's been playing with your phone. Okay, and then Dad also tries to mess around with your keys. But Mum likes messing with your phone. You're always got having to have it on charge. Okay? They are trying to get stronger to do things around you. They're also messing with the curtains. Okay, and they just say they love you. They're saying they promise they'll always come through to you when there's something important to say. Okay? They will always, because they're always looking out for your best interest and to look after you. Okay, and they love you. Right, Grace. Mum's blowing you a kiss. Dad's telling you he's not going to blow you a kiss. He's coming to kiss you on the head. So he's going to come and kiss you on the forehead. Okay, is what he's saying. So he's coming over to you. Okay. Just very quickly before I move on to the next one, Valerie. Valerie Cox. I've got a gentleman that's by me, but he's not coming close enough in order to give me a message. Please, with all your mind and energy, your heart, try and push him to come through to me. Okay, there's two behind him as well, so just push him towards me, and I'll try and grab him. He's been here the last few times, but he won't. He's not stepping fully close to me. Okay, Valerie. Right, and we move on to another one while you're doing that. So a Kim or something online that's asked grandmother to come close. Kim should have breathing difficulties because my breath's going and she's stepping close to me. Kim, even begin. So Kimberly or something. I've been told not Kimberly Harmon. Okay. Is there another Kim or something online? A Kim? I'm going to step back and I'll see if they come back up in a minute. I hope they're happy, Tears Grace. Okay. But they had been around. They're really caring. They just didn't step forward when others needed to step forward in front of them. This time they just jumped straight in. Okay. So I didn't see anything of yours. They stepped towards me. Step back. So there's no other Kims online. You need to step back for me, please. Gemma Williams. Is there a Gemma Williams online? Okay, Gemma Williams. Gemma, I know you've mentioned development, okay, but you're very creative as well. And it's like if you are trying to develop, it's like you've got to make a stand for what you believe in, do what's right. As if some people are trying to stop you, Gemma, doing that. Okay, but you need to let go of fear and know that you're safe and protected. You've got a lot of ancestral spirit guides, as if you're trying to connect with them through meditation. Okay, so pay close attention to signs and omens that are coming to you when you're quieting your mind. Okay, um, get clear on your intentions. It's like you decide you want to develop in one way, and then you're deciding you want to develop in another way. You're not necessarily sticking to it. So be clear on your intentions of what exactly you want to do, Gemma. I've got a gentleman by me, definitely not a relative, because he's got like Native American clothing on to do with you. So it is a guide more that's set forward for you, Gemma. And it's if I'm being told by him that you've seen him in your mind, okay? It's if you wish to be able to develop for a reason other than your own. So you've asked Gemma to develop or get guidance to do with developing because to aid in a different situation. I'm being told that will come. Does that make sense to you, Gemma? It's like you want it for a different reason. It's like your prayers have been heard and it will come about. Okay, but you're profoundly clairvoyant. Okay, trust what you see in your mind. Okay, or in your mind's eye, as well as what you physically see. But you could be very, very good at healing and teaching and providing guidance. It's as if you may struggle to do readings for people. It's like you might be a little bit shy. You can learn everything else, and you'd be able to do it. But you might be better passing that on. Okay, does that make sense to you, Gemma? But you've got to clear yourself of negative energies, or you've got to forgive from the past. Okay, as if you're holding on to something where you've been hurt in the past. So to be able to move forward, you've got to let go of that. You don't need to forgive for the basis of forgiving the other person. Just forgive so you're not carrying that energy around. So you've got a place to replace it with new positive energy. Okay? This makes no sense to me, Gemma, but I'm going to repeat what's being given. Um, Being told the answer to your question involves a spiritually based relationship, not necessarily a romantic, but a spiritually based relationship. Okay. So I don't know what you've been asking about, but I've been given that as in the answer to your question. But you have also got a strong bond with nature, and that's where you may be better if you're struggling with meditation to actually walk. You're walking, just let your mind clear, not physically try to do a meditation, just walk in nature and see what drops in. Okay? It can be very beneficial to you. But you have got a very divine feminine energy, so express that. Embrace its magical intuition and nurturing qualities, so you can really nurture others. Okay, um, you've got to vacuum away fear. Lift the fear-based energy from you and your surrounding the situation and everyone involved, to clear that energy so that you can really do this. But that's, it's the fear, not the crying, that's holding you back. It is literally the fear. You have a natural ability to connect with departed loved ones as well, but you're trying too hard at the moment with your own loved ones, is what I'm being told, which won't necessarily work. Okay, try with other people's loved ones, because your mediumship ability is very, very strong. Okay, I hope that helps you, Gemma. Right. I don't know who for. I've got Edward by me, but I know the energy. It's been by me before. All I've got is Ted's here. Does that make sense to someone? Ted's here. Now he's trying to sing to me. Valerie. Right. Valerie. Is Valerie online? Okay. Valerie. Okay. I believe you're waiting for a Ted. There are two other spirits with him, but he just wants you to know he loves you. He's proud of you. And I tell you, he can't sing. He just tried to sing the song, Valerie, in order to let me know who it's for. Okay? He loves you. He's around you. Right, one. He says we're all well. Okay. Yes, who you, Valerie? Okay. You're waiting for a Ted. Does that make sense, Valerie? But he did introduce himself as Edward, but then said Ted. He probably says done. He'll hide them. Valerie. Come on then, Ted. Would it make sense that they're a little bit worried about you at the minute, Valerie? You're being told to use, so as he's close, I've got shallow breath. Okay, but you're being told to use compassion, okay, around you at the minute, and it's quite important. Okay, you may need to bring some forgiveness into play. And music, music's very good for you. Okay, it's like it runs in the family, but music, okay, it'll aid bringing a positive vibration into your life, is what he's telling me. He's saying he doesn't want you to lie, okay, but he wants you to pretend to be something you're not at present, like if I pretend to be happy, or try and change your physical appearance, like shape shifting, and it'll bring you the outside outcome to whatever you want around you. So it's like just try and shift and come at it from a different approach. Okay, get clear on your intentions, because that way you can get focused and you can you can achieve. Give me that again. Like follow your heart. It's trying to let you fulfill your purpose. Okay, but he's saying you really, 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 Valerie, need to be keeping your sense of humour around you at present. They're always around you, and they're trying to give you strength. Okay? Just make sure you're doing what's right for you at present, not other people. So you're always working for other people and letting them dictate your happiness. Okay, so just try and change the way that you approach subjects, and it'll bring the happiness that you want. Okay, um, there's something continually being out of place in the kitchen, Valerie. Okay, because Ted's laughing as if he continually moves something. Go on, tell me what, please. He's showing me, I don't know what he's doing with his hand. He's just showing me, he's laughing as if he moves. Might not be spoon, but that's the only thing that's coming to my mind as I'm staring at my hand. Like he keeps moving a big spoon. Oh. moving bits around in the kitchen. You're trying to blame others, but he thinks he's really funny. And he's saying he loves you, okay? There's a gran also just wanting you to know that she loves you and they're always around. Yes, I know. That's wonderful. Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you, Valerie. Right. Let me move on to the next. Okay. Is Louise online? Louise. And I can easily get this name because it's the same name as mine. Okay, so it's Louise. I've got a Gavin by the side of me for you. And I believe it'd have been a husband. Okay, because the love that's coming through is that kind of partner way, but it's like he really loves you. Is there a Louise online? That makes sense too. I think we're all hobbits at the minute, or near enough have been Anita. Is there a Louise online? He's telling me to give her a moment. Okay. Louise, if you are online, he's moaning about you. He says it keeps happening. Saying you keep stepping forward and then you've gone. I'll give it a moment more. Okay, I will. Louise, I don't know how far the comments are behind on mine. Okay, now the Louise that I've got is it's her husband Gavin. It's by the side of me. Saying he's telling he was she was asking earlier for him to come through and he's here. He's saying she doesn't realise there's a queue. Did she, Amy? Okay, well I'm just being told by him that she'd asked for a Gavin, and so he's here, but he's like she doesn't understand there's a queue. This can happen with spirits. They will. I've got a queue by the side of me. Um, so people do ask them to come through. If you do step out, it doesn't mean that they're going to come through instantly. They can come through sort of in an order. Most of them are quite polite. Ruiz. It's the third time, and I think he's right. It's the third time that he's tried to come through for her. Right. Okay, thank you. Right then. Okay, let me move on. I do feel sorry for spirits when they do that. They come and approach after being asked for, and then they've just got to drift off without passing a message. Don't know what you're talking about, but Liam's just come into my ear and said he's 12 inches bigger than both. So I don't know what he's on about. I don't know what conversation you're having going on, Yvonne and April, but he's saying, tell mum and sister that I'm 12 inches bigger than both. I don't want to try and guess. Okay, he's laughing. So a Danielle online. I've got a lady by me for a Danielle, but she's telling me a Danielle with a Y. He'll have to inform me, April or Yvonne, what Liam was talking about, but he's just made me laugh. Is there a Danielle with a Y? And I'll tell you what, I'm just going to concentrate on the screen now because I'm getting spirits through that with the people not online. It's okay. April's calling her mum a hobbit. Okay. Come close. I've got a gentleman that's just approaching, but he just shouted out as he's approached, he's gone, Sue, I love you. Okay, and he's singing. He's just saying it's me. That's a good introduction. Sue. Okay, Sue, I've got Sean with me. Okay, singing Sue, he's saying he loves you. Okay, he's still around and he's saying he's quite pleased you've been having a bit of fun. Some days you have bad days, but he's saying that you've been having a bit of fun. He says you keep still letting people sit in his chair. He's been having fun. He's learned how to do more. You've been having a real problem with your internet, Sue, and it's like he's been messing around with the kids with their internet. He's been doing it more and more. Well, he's saying you're not listening to the noises in the attic. He's saying it's him. So as if you're in bed, Sue, and you're hearing noises in the attic, he's saying it's him. He's saying like you're meant to be paying attention to it, but he can't really do it any louder. He's worried about the ceiling coming through, he's saying. Does that make sense to you, Sue? The tapping is from above. He loves you. He's still kissing you, just wants you to be happy. But he has been enjoying time recently around you as if there's been some laughter, some fun. Because you're always fun when you've had a drink as well, as if you need the drink, but he doesn't want you to listen to the noises. Okay, it's like he's running backwards. He's not running backwards and forwards, but walking backwards and forwards on the ceiling plasterboard. Like if I know someone's spotting him because he's saying that they hear him. He's saying what they need to do is then ask for the tapping in a different place. If it's directly above, ask for the tapping in the corner, then that corner, then the other side, and he can prove to you that he's around. Okay, so one of you, so, but if it's not you, one of you spotted. Okay, that the noises. So just ask him to do it in different locations is what he's asking, so that he can prove that he's around. He's finding it easier to do it up there. It's like dinner, okay, because you're ignoring the sounds downstairs because you keep blaming on the radiators or the pipes. He says it is. I'm knocking the pipes. It is me. I've tried to move to do something different. He's saying, Sue, I really love you with all my heart. I just want you to be happy. Okay. And he's just saying, I love you. And he's just stepping back. Okay. Right. I hope that's helped, Sue. You do a couple more. Sharon Matthews. Sharon Matthews. Sharon, you've got about 4 or 5 spirits around me at the minute for you, Sharon. It's as if you're maybe going through a hard time with some darkness around you. Okay? At the same time, don't worry. Sometimes you can get yourself in a bit of a hole with your mind, okay, or darkness around you with your mind. Okay? So I'll come back to it. He's not telling me who he is. That's actually talking to me at the front here for you at the moment. Darren, it's like he wants to use guidance with you as well. I think you've got a bit of a health problem or something at the moment around you, Sharon. But don't worry. It's like just listen to what's actually being told to you, Sharon. It's like I don't understand. I'm just being told healing's possible. Okay, let go of the fear with regard to that and know that you're safe. They're going to keep you safe. But as if you're not seeing all the good that's around you as well at the moment, Sharon, is what I'm being given. If you just step back a bit, look at the bigger picture. Okay? If you look at the bigger picture, you'll see that there's a lot of love. So if you could maybe write a list with a line down the middle with the good and what's not so good, and you'll see there's an awful lot of good. Okay? So people can annoy you. Does that make sense, Sharon? When they annoy you, it's like you'll step back from them. Just let yourself stand out and be noticed. Sometimes what you want changes around you that you want. Sorry. Good. I'm glad she hears in the attic, Sue. Okay. You're more than welcome. Yeah, back to you, Sharon Matthews. Because like you need to let yourself stand out. Sometimes you're expecting people to read your mind, and that's not going to work that way. Let yourself stand out and be noticed. Speak with the voice of truth. Okay? Whatever is going on around you at the moment, you need to be using both your intellect and your intuition in order to get the answers that you seek. Because if you use your intuition, you always know the truth. It's as if you're just need a break from others that are around you. Okay? Um, so before I move on to Sharon anymore, it makes sense there's some sort of issue or something around you at the minute. I want you to acknowledge that before they pass on the next bit of information. I'm being told to tell you not to be conspicuous, as if trying to alter the course of events. It's like it'll all work out itself. And they just really want you to know that. Does that make sense to you? They're not giving me the full detail here, probably because we're online with the group. Does that make sense to you, Sharon? Okay, thank you, Sharon. Okay, he's saying he's happy with that. They just want you to know that things will happen in their own accord. Let it happen. Okay, so act on the opportunities that are before you and commit to it without any question. And everything's coming around. Like if there's been some darkness, it's all lifting, is what I'm being told. Just take some time to rest and recuperate rather than getting too immersed in the situation. Okay, just be compassionate towards the others in the situation that's around. So you need some time for yourself in solitude rather than trying to help others all the time. Sometimes you can be too close to the everything that's around you. I hope that helps you, Sharon. I do feel as he's stepping back that I've got it was a grandfather figure, but he's got more love like a father. He love coming towards you. He's saying speak out. So that's making very much sense, Sharon. And they didn't want to tell me fully the problem because obviously we're online here now, so they're trying to just talk and code to me. And oh yes, I did mention you earlier. Right, I hope that helps you, Sharon. Okay. So I've got a lady by me. One sec before I move on to the next. I've got a lady by me. Right. I'm getting two names with her, and I've got an Emma and a Margaret. So I don't know whether it's Emma for Margaret or a Margaret for Emma. Feels that she's a grandmother. Does that make sense to someone that's online? It's like she's been pushed through, she's been asked to come through, she's hurt you. Okay? She didn't like queuing, so she's saying, stop the queue, I saw a gap. So she's made me laugh. Okay? You're welcome, Sharon. I believe if I got it the right way around, it's Margaret for Emma. Not an Emma for Margaret, a Margaret for Emma. Hang on, typical, she's just saying in my ear. Okay, Emma, that's it. Okay, Emma. Got a quite humorous, Emma, but I don't think it's not quite intended. So she's saying she saw a gap and she just jumped to the front, but you've sent her. Okay. She loves you very much. She didn't want to be at the front here, though, she's telling you. But she is. She had just like you pushed her forward. But as if she needed to come because she's worried about you, as if you've got some sort of memory of her over your shoulders that you should have done something different towards departing. Departing. Does that make sense to you, Emma? Okay. She's always around you, giving you the support and everything that you need. Never wanted to frighten you, although you're asking to show that she's around. But she's aware that you loved her, she's saying. But it's as if with her passing that you felt like you should have done something slightly different or done something different. Does that make sense to you? Okay. So she's saying stop that now. She just called you a fool, by the way. But I don't think she meant any harm with it. I think it's just a natural way. She's saying she knows she loved you. She knows you loved her and she loved you. You didn't need to do anything different. It was like you were committed to doing other things. You've got life around you. She went in the way that she needed to, but she did come around. She made sure afterwards she's gone and said goodbye to everyone that she needed to. She really loved you. She knows that you cared. But sometimes your drinks were horrible, she's telling me. Sorry, I'm going to try not to just make me laugh, but she said it all seriously and straight face to me. Okay, sometimes your drinks are horrible, she said, but you know you meant best. Okay, she did get grumpy, she's saying, sort of as time went by. Okay, but she was very, very fond of you. She loved you, and she loves you like a daughter, okay? Not like grandmother. Um, I feel sometimes she tries to be humorous as well with some of the words that she'd used. She just wants to know she's still always around you. She always will be. Okay, and there's something important coming up because she's saying she's going to be there. She'll always be there to do the get-togethers. Um, you know her and food. She's saying, like she can't be far away from, but she's always going to be together. But as if there's something important coming up. Emma, does that make sense to you? She's trying to hand you flowers as well. So I don't know whether your birthday's just been or just coming, but as if like she just wants you to have flowers or some female around you. The birthday is coming up. But she's insisting she wants a chair. That makes sense, Emma. Is there an important time coming up or a get together coming up or meant to be coming up? I don't feel it's like really close now. It's as if it's a little way ahead. You're more than welcome, Grace. Are you still there, Emma? Okay. She likes to play a game with your keys as well, Emma. She sometimes moves them, you have to look twice for them. And also, when she's behind you, you'll sometimes feel her comforting around your neck as if there's a cuddle. But she's saying she likes to tap you on one shoulder, then the other, then that, doing that on either shoulder. So you're feeling something and getting sort of twitchy. And she thinks that's funny because it's like you're out of everyone, you can sense her more than others. Okay? But she's saying just keep trusting and ask her to do more, and she will let you know a little bit better that she's around. She's just worried about frightening you. Okay. I don't know if it makes sense, but she liked the single flower. She liked the single flower. Okay? She's saying she loves you. I don't know the relevance of a single flower, but she's talking about a single flower, Emma, as she's stepping back. Okay? And she's blowing you a big kiss, saying she loves you. She's telling everyone I love them. She didn't say that enough, okay, but she does. Right, let's. There we go. That's gone. Give me 1 second. I will bring one other through. Just might. So another one trying to just start. I think I've caught them straight away. They were trying to pass readings across, but I may have just blocked someone else by accident as I was trying to get it. No, I think I've got the right one. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Spirit. Quite good if does something like that happen, and 9 times out of 10, Spirit will tell me beforehand. Right. Lorraine, if you're trying to look up 1111, go onto the internet, Lorraine Gill, and search angel numbers. Search angel numbers, and I would personally look at Joanne Sacred Scribes. Pick that site and look up 1111. Okay? And they'll give you the code and the information that you need on that number. I know I've just got rid of them, Yvonne. That was what Spirit told me about. Okay, so Lorraine, go and look that up, okay? Miranda, I had again a gay Miranda voice. I don't know whether it was for you or not, but I had a mum and dad around me. Okay, intuition tells me it wasn't for you, and it was someone that's first name is Miranda. As I've just seen Miranda on that, I thought I'd ask if I can try and pull them back through. You're welcome, Emma. I don't know Kimberly because she's not by me now. Um, okay, Gainer Gay Miranda voice. Does that make sense to you or not? Okay, I had a male and a female that were saying they were mum and dad for Miranda. So I know Miranda isn't your first name, which is why my intuition's telling me it's not for you. Okay, I could be wrong if you were trying to bring through a mother and father. So just a yes or a no. I've been told no by them. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. Okay, right then. I am the spirit with the portraits and giving the messages at the moment. I'm just feeling a little bit tired with them, so I'm going to ask spirit to step back. What I am happy to do just before I go offline, okay, because I know there were some others with regard to development. I'm more than happy to bring through development reading. That's working with a different energy. That will come down to me giving that information. So if anyone's after a development type reading, just put development, please, in the comments, and I will do that quickly before I go offline. More because I'm being asked to now by my guides, which I'm more than happy to do. I like development. And I'm more than happy to help anyone with regards to development. Development, Kimberly. Development is more to try and do what I do or something different, working with spirit, working with higher energies. Okay, whether that be in healing, whether that be for readings, whether it be for clearing and moving negative energies, working with energies to create abundance. There's a lot of different forms: crystal healing, Reiki, spiritual healing, cards, oracle readings, anything that you're wanting to work and give sort of information to others, okay, or trying to work with others and help others. Okay? So mediumship, psychic, okay, oracle, divination, all forms of divination, anything like that, spirit can step close. Right. Right then, development and move those. Right, let me just write some names down so I do. Daniel. April Daniel. Put your name down. I'm just looking for the development comments at the minute. Right. Danielle, I know I had a spirit that was around earlier for you, but it was in regard to development. Okay. So let's go with you first, then Danielle. Danielle, there was a grandmother, I believe, that would have gone or passed sometime around your birth. If it wasn't a grandmother, it's a great grandmother, but it was like just before or just after you were born. And she is around with you and she's trying to work with you, Danielle. Okay? Go on. Telling me you're very sensitive. You're sensitive to others. Okay? Typically those that aren't close to you, though. Because what I'm actually picking up is you've got there's a lot of energy still around you, Danielle, that isn't serving you well. Okay? And you kind of need to release it. Let go of whatever doesn't serve you anymore and has no purpose around you. So that's like negative energy. You need to release those negative energies, and that will aid you in your manifestation power. Okay? So use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract desired outcomes, not just for you but for others as well. Crystals is a main way forward for you. The energy of crystals support you and help with your present situation. As well as that, you can actually do something with crystals in order to help others. That's your best way because you can get your energy drained. Okay, so that would make sense then, Danielle, with grandmother stepping close to me. Because I know I had grandmother earlier when I called out your name, or grandmother type love, that really wants you to develop. You've got ability. She says your singing's terrible, but your dancing isn't bad. Okay, that's just an extra, just saying. But you try and express yourself still through singing. But your psychic senses, she's saying you could actually thoroughly develop your psychic senses through music. If you've got music playing, as long as it's, she's saying as long as it's quick enough, not slow music that's depressing. She's saying as long as it's quick enough, it'll aid your psychic development. Okay? You are emotionally sensitive, so honor and respect that. Okay, it is a gift as well as being a negative to you. So you can get a lot of obviously negative energy going towards you, but you need to let go of that. Or realize, sorry, not let go of that. Realize that happens, so that when you need to, that you can step back and recuperate. Crystals is a way forward for that, but also rest, okay? And trying to draw in more positive people than negative. So if you're somewhere in a big location like a concert or something like that, there's a lot of negative energy. It'll head your way. So if you were to depart somewhere like that, okay, the last thing you should do before you leave a group of people is make sure that you're around someone positive, then that's the last energy that should rub off on you. Okay. Your life purpose involves reading books at the moment, spiritually based books. You need to visualize your success. Sometimes you can't believe, okay, that you're able to ever get to where you want to go. You've already got to believe that you've already done that, Danielle. Okay, and I'll leave you with that on that front. Right. April, I'll come to you next. Okay, April, with regard to development, I'm being told by Liam's asking me to tell you what can you already do? He said it'll be quicker you telling me than him. He wants to aid you. Is April still there? Message me, Danielle, if you need to know a little bit more. I can probably help a little bit more. I have actually done a video on here. If you look up Crystals for Development, there is a video on here, Danielle, on my page with regard to that. April, what skills have you got at present? Okay, because you're fairly aware of spirits that are around you, I'm being told. You always have been. It's just he's now getting stronger and stronger. Liam's telling me he's left two spirits around you at the minute, and you're to tell me who they are. Not work, April. He's telling me that you're very sensitive. You're talking about development. He says, what do you do at the moment? What skills have you got at the moment to do with development, April? He's telling me you've got stronger ability than you even realise. Because he's also saying benefit is if you develop, it can actually aid your health. Because spirit, we're giving the energy you need in order to help others. Okay? And he is actually talking about you be able to do some sort of healing. So look at that path forward. He's saying you've got a natural ability. He's saying he's left two spirits around you at the minute. He's wanting you to say who they are, because he says he knows you're going to be right. You've got to trust and speak out. He's saying he's left a male and a female by you, and you know exactly who they are. So just trust. But okay, he's also telling me with you, crystals will benefit you in more than one way. One for development and one for health. Because sometimes you're lacking energy. Okay, but he says you always get energy. It's funny enough, you always get energy, April. He's saying when you're doing something like this, you tune in to watch me or other mediums and his spiritual stuff. He says all of a sudden your energy picks up. Okay, he says that's the benefit of spirit around. He can do it for you then because you're more opening up. Okay, but he says your best ability to develop is you need others like-minded people around you when you're developing. And you can do with a workshop or seminar. Okay. And also then, if you learned in that way, you can actually help others with workshops and seminars. Okay? But he says you really need to start believing in angels. He says he'd have never believed in any of that. Okay? But he says he does believe in angels now. And Raphael, he's saying you need to be calling on Raphael, April. He says that's not just for you, but you're going to have to return the work and send energies out to others. But he can really provide you some supportive healing, he's saying, around you at the minute. And he's thinking of you positively. Books. He says you need to be reading and studying more on books. But sometimes you lack belief, he's saying. Okay? Law of attraction, again, as I mentioned earlier. He's saying you need to believe that you've already got something and it will attract it and it can come about. Okay. But yes, he's saying he feeds it to you. He says he's been trying to put angels in touch with you as well, April. But you've got to ask yourself in order to have the permanent connection. Okay? He's saying he loves you and he's always going to do that. Okay. But he's really surprised, he's saying, that the activities that you once enjoyed are like completely changing. They're far more spiritually saying, and he loves it. But he says he's sorry you were tired a couple 2 or 3 days ago. He didn't have to lift your energy. He says he took it because he had to show Mummy who he was about. It made me laugh. So remember when I said he's telling me about the pen? When the pen moved, April, he's saying he blitzed your energy. He absolutely depleted you. But he needed to do that. And he took your mobile phone, okay, battery, but he had to do that to move stuff for Mum, okay? And he's laughing his head off, okay? But you're a light worker, okay? You've come to Earth to teach and love. But you do have a mediumship ability. The only problem Liam's saying is you're not going to be able to necessarily get your mediumship and the communication from him. You can from other spirits. It's harder to get it from your own family than it is from other people's, okay? And I can vouch for that in its entirety. I think he's just been cheeky there in a way. He's just tried to give you a message more than telling you about development. Okay, he's made me laugh. He says he really did. He left you with absolutely zero energy. So he says he never said sorry before, but he is now. Right. And he messed your phone right up. Jessica Kingy. First of all, Jessica, you've got to accept that you've got a natural ability. Okay. The more good you do for others, the more the gift you'll get. Okay? So you can attract your desired outcome by believing. The more that you can help others, the more ability you'll get. Okay. I believe you're already working very closely with Archangel Michael, who's protecting and guiding you through situations. Okay. But you do have some past life issues that you need to correct from previous lifetimes. And you need to ask your angels to do that. Remember, release, learn, and heal. Okay, which can be done from meditation. She very much is, Yvonne. All right. So have you asked your angels in their entirety for help? Angels want to help you, Jessica. Okay. However, they require your permission fully. Okay, in order to do that, and then they can intervene in your free will. Sorry, I laugh every time they tell me they can interfere in people's free will. The main ability with you, Jessica, is going to be your crown chakra. You're going to know things. So it's going to be the art of knowing. Pay attention to your ideas and messages that come from through divine guidance. And they're always sent in answer to your prayers. So you've got to ask in order to receive. Okay? Asked. You need to protect yourself from harsh energies and fear-based energies. Okay? And just a vision that you're already surrounded by light. Okay? As most people's downfall when they're trying to develop it is the element of fear, and they need light around them. Right, Penny, I know you were asking right from the beginning. Thank you, Yvonne. Is Penny still there? I'm turning this light around. It's blinding me in the eyes. Right, that's better. Okay, Penny, I can't see there. Right. Sharon Maguire. Penny is there. Go on then, Penny. Right. Penny, you have a lot of worries on your mind. You need to release those first. You need to write your worries, concerns, okay, on a piece of paper and then match them up on the other side with your desires. Okay. Put that in a special container. Okay. When it's in the container shut away, it's a way of you letting go and allowing divine to help you. But you do worry an awful lot. Okay. If you can do that and release the worries, then you can attract the positivity that you need or on your desire side of the page. Okay. And again, you're another one that needs to ask angels for help. You lack in energy, Penny. I don't something to do with food. Again, it's like you lack in energy. But also, you need to cut your cords from the past. You have been hurt in the past, and you need to forgive from that and move on because they can cause destructive patterns in your behaviour. Okay, singing and dancing is very positive to you. That brings around positiveness in your life. Okay, if you get nervous, focus on your service to others. Be kind to others. The biggest problem is your heart chakra. Okay, because you've been hurt before. Your heart, okay, needs some attention. So you need to be open to giving and receiving love. So you can hold love back. Okay. You're highly sensitive. You're a natural born leader and you don't realize you've got the strength and the courage, Penny, in order to do that. But you've got to be open to the giving and receiving, and your heart chakra needs balancing. Okay. Archangel Raphael can do that, or there's many other people like me that can actually try and help balance chakras out for you. Okay. But you do get a lot of information to your crown, and you do need to listen to that. The biggest problem is your heart chakra that's out of balance. So it's not open fully, okay? And that really needs sorting before you progress any further, Penny. Amy May. I'll do a couple more, and then I can do some more on another night. Okay? Amy May. You always know the answers that you seek, Amy. Your intuition is second to none. It's a psychic ability. Okay? Amy, are you in a relationship at the minute, or are you looking for a relationship? I don't know why I'm being told about relationships for you, because that's not really anything to do with development. There must be a reason. I'll let you reply. All right. And Amy, I'm being told he's getting stronger and stronger all the time, April. You're in a relationship. Okay. And does he believe? Because it's like it's a relationship causing your problem moving forward. As if you've got to have belief. But crystals will help support you, okay, with the whatever's going on around you and in development wise. But do pay attention. You've got the art of knowing as well. So a lot comes in through your crown. Okay. You were born, you had a lot of ability because you were a child growing up. And I believe I'm also being told, no matter how crazy this sounds, that you believed in fairies. You believed you saw in a fairy, Amy. Well, I'm being told that you did. That they can actually help you. The third eye needs to open a little bit more. It's mainly your instinct. So mediumship wise, the third eye needs to open. It's closed at the moment, but your instincts come all through. Like I said, your psychic ability. You're quite a nervous person. Sometimes you don't always see love in everything that you do. Okay, you need to try and see love in everything. Okay, and angels will be around to help you as well as um, spirits. You're a light worker. I believe that your main form is to do with healing. Okay, you did see a fairy when you were younger. I'm being told you did, Amy. I'm also being told you sometimes have strange things happening around in your house. Sorry. They're mischievous spirits that are around you as well, Amy, in connection with the fairies. Which you've got leprechauns and things around you, dwarves, and they're playing and moving things around for you. So I know you do get some problems around home with regard to that, especially metal objects, as if they'll vanish and then they appear, as if they appear upstairs. That makes sense to you because it's like you're being told to tell them to disappear because you've had it going on quite a while. He's got his mind. He saw things when he was younger, and it's as if he should be developing with you, and it's going to be a gift to the both of you. So it's as if both of you should be doing stuff. But I'm being told you need to get more into the circle, okay, and do things. But it's like both of you is what's being given, Amy. Okay. Does that make sense with regard to stuff moving all the time? It's like to all of you. Let's get there's a nature spirit really having fun. Yes, crystals. They love crystals. If that's what's moving around, okay. They are good to work with. You can. They are mischievous. Just tell them to go and play with someone else instead of yourself. Okay. I'm glad that makes sense. Right. Sarah Maguire. Sarah Maguire still here. Okay, Sharon. Do you already work with spirit, Sharon? Sharon Maguire, do you already work with spirit? Wait for Sharon to reply. So you believe? Because it's like I'm being told that you've called Archangel Michael in close to you, and you've been working close with him. And, um, and he's at the point that Archangel Michael, although you've asked him to come close, you need to ask him now to take away whatever doesn't serve you. Okay, ask him to cut the right. Three of them on the trot. The first three cards that I pulled to do with your development, okay, Sean Maguire says Archangel Michael. You've called him in very close. He's a powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through the situation. And I pulled out release, which says work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. Third card says cut your cords. Ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, growing up, etc., that will free you from destructive patterns. Okay? Um, which in coincidences aren't coincidences. Three on the trot asking for Archangel Michael means he's seriously got some help that he can give you. Okay, you are a powerful light worker, especially that you can give healing to others. Sometimes you need to accept that your own divine worth is what I'm being told. You sometimes get nervous, okay, but in a different way, as I said with others. You just need to be asking yourself how you can make a world a better place, okay? And believe that you can do it, because you can. You need to cancel, clear, delete. Use only positive words and thoughts, okay? And then if you're using positive thoughts, they'll rapidly manifest into form, okay? Ask the basically angels to cancel the effect of past negative thinking. So you need to let go of some negative thought that comes to you, okay? And always speak out. Sometimes you hold your thoughts into your heart and you won't speak out. You won't speak your truth, okay? Or let things out from your heart. But you need to speak up with love, okay? And then you won't get a negative reaction from others. You've got a very much a strong negative female energy, not negative, sorry, female energy around you. You need to let go of issues from the past. Okay? You are profoundly clairvoyant, so you do see things in your third eye, but you just need to accept, and you will get that ability coming up more as you let go of other things. Right. Sarah Mangle. Last one that I'm going to do tonight. Right. Sarah Mangle. Sarah, growing up, I'm getting an issue straight away with regard to growing up. And just to remind you that the loved ones, family that were around you when you were growing up, okay, they do. The divine truth is that they really eternally love you to the best of their ability. Okay? But you need to ask the angels basically to help you heal from any pain associated with growing up. Okay? Not necessarily mother and father, it could have been grandparents. Okay? But there's some sort of problem, which, Sarah, that you need to try and clear. Okay. Sometimes you may not even know that it's affecting you. Okay. But it is from the past. Okay. Um, you've got an immense intuition, okay, and you've got natural nurturing qualities, so you can always advise others, okay, to the best of the ability. You very rarely ask for advice or help from others yourself, but you do always help the other people that are around you to come for advice, Sarah. Other people, you're a magical goddess, is what I'm being told, because you really can help people. Your ideas, you sometimes wonder where they're coming from, and they come dropping straight into your head. It's like the art of just knowing. When they're friends, you just repeat it. Okay? Your messages are true divine guidance and essential answer to your prayers. Again, you're one that doesn't need to fear. Let go of the fear, and you've got a natural ability to connect with departed loved ones for other people. Right? And it's like you did have experiences when you were younger too. But your integrity is important. Align your actions so they match your values, and you're in a knowingness of what's right for you. Right? You don't always speak out your truth from your throat. You need to look at your throat chakra, which isn't opened correctly. Okay, you're a powerful light worker, but you're emotionally sensitive, and that's where the problem with your throat talking the truth from your heart comes about. As you want to respect your deep sensitivity, okay, as it's a gift, you can sort the throat out and speak from the heart. I hope that helps you, Sarah. Right. I'll do that again with regard to development for other people as well. But I am going to stop there for tonight. Okay, and I do thank everyone for joining me. Okay, I hope everyone's had a good evening. Sorry I haven't got to everyone. Likewise with readings, I'm sorry I've not got to everyone. I obviously can't do that with the amount of spirits that always come close to me. But I hope you all join me again soon, and I hope you all do have a great weekend. Okay? And thank you very much for watching.